We killed the rogue. We killed everything, dude. What is this freaking damage, boys? Another one? Hey, what is up, you awesome people? Clunky here, and today I'm super happy because I literally found the very best, most insane build for Elemental Shaman in the patch 11.1 Season 2 of the War Within. Okay, so in this guide video, I will be showcasing the very best stats to dish out as much lava burst damage as possible. I'm going to show you guys the best talents that you absolutely need to be running with. Okay, and then finally, I'm going to show you guys the full burst rotation, right? So this is going to be a blast. But before we move on, I just have a little something that I need to ask you guys. Please hit the like button, hit the bell button, because if you don't, YouTube won't show you my next best build videos that I release pretty much weekly. And on top of that, if you could drop a comment down below, it really helps YouTube boost my videos, and I cannot thank you guys enough for doing that. Alright, so let's jump straight into it. Okay, so starting with the stats first. What is the stat priority right now for Ali Shami in the patch 11.1? Well, it's not Mastery anymore, because Mastery got freaking nerfed to the ground, guys. And quick disclaimer, I actually went full Mastery at the very beginning of the season, and then 1 week later, Blizzard nerfed Mastery by like 60%. So right now, my stats are pretty lame, okay, because I still have Mastery gear everywhere. Thank you, Blizzard. So what I'm going to do instead, we're going to be playing it smart, guys. I'm going to show you guys this dude's gear right here, okay? Fire Seer, okay? This dude literally is the top player in the whole world in solo queue RPGs with a rating of 2.4k. So, to make this guide video as freaking accurate as possible for you guys, the best quality you're going to find on YouTube, by the way, I'm going to show you guys exactly which stats this top player is running with right now, okay? So, he's running with 23% versatility. Right now, what's happening is 20% versatility is the sweet spot for most characters, okay? Then, the very best in slot stat for Ali Shami going forward is going to be haste. And believe me, you need as much haste as freaking possible to deal as much damage as possible, okay? So, and then the third stat that you kind of need also, but you don't want to focus on too much, is going to be Mastery, because Mastery got nerfed by 60%. Finally, you got Critical Strike, which is literally nerfed by 50% in PvP combat, so if you can, avoid Critical Strike at all costs. Now that you know the absolute best stat prio for Ali Shami, I'm going to show you the very best in slot gear that you can be rocking right now. Okay, so remember, this dude, top rank 1 in the whole world, is actually rocking with Algari competitors' male goggles. But take a quick look. This piece of gear only has versatility on it. So you can craft this piece of gear and choose to only have versatility on it. Quick note, this dude is only using haste and versatility gems, okay? He's running with the gem that increases primary stat by 181, okay? And gives you a 5% damage reduction when affected by crowd control. This is literally when you're gonna die as Ali Shami, because you cannot press defensives. I thought bro would be running with precognition gem, but apparently not, okay? So as for the shoulders, haste and versatility, the cape, haste and versatility, the chest, he's running with the tier set piece, okay? So critical strike, haste, you want to avoid critical strike, but since we're forced to play the tier set, like, we don't have a choice. Enchanted with crystalline radiance, okay? As for the wrists, haste, versatility, wrists with 1k speed enchant. For the gloves, he's running with versatility, mastery gloves, okay? This is again the tier set. And then for the legs, he's running with haste, versatility, enchanted with intellect and stamina. For the boots, he's running with haste and versatility, enchanted with Scout's March enchant, okay? And then for the fingers, he's again running with haste and versatility rings, alright? Enchanted with mastery, with again haste and versatility gems. And then for the trinkets, bro's running with prize aspirants, insignia of alacrity, which randomly procs. And honestly, it's going to proc a lot more than the 1 minute unused trinket, because your dots, your flame shocks, which you should be applying all the time if you play Shaman, they're gonna proc your trinket. They're gonna proc that trinket way more often than the 1 minute unused one, okay? And then you've got prize aspirants medallion. Please play that trinket. Don't play adaptation, please. And then finally, for the weapon, he's actually running with Authority of Radiant Power Enchant. So it is best in slot right now for Shaman. It procs and grants you huge damage increase. I didn't want you guys to copy my stats because they're kind of horrible since Blizzard nerfed Mastery. So if you appreciate the fact that I've guided your hand towards the right path, watching this top rank 1 player's gear, stats, etc., please leave a like. Moving on to the very best talents. Okay, so what's the main difference from before is we're not actually playing with Echo of the Elements. We're not picking up Master of the Elements, and we're not playing with Elemental Unity. The reason is pretty simple. When we're gonna get our full tier set, which increases all fire and electrical damage, when we have an Elemental active, we're gonna be playing with those talents. But since we don't have access to the whole tier set, it's not very much worth it. And instead, we're actually going with Elemental Equilibrium. Okay, so dealing fire, frost, and nature damage within 10 seconds will increase all damage dealt by 10% for 10 seconds. Okay, we're still playing with Erupting Lava because it increases the damage of your lava burst when you have flame shocks active on your target. And we're still playing with Mountains Will Fall. Okay, this is underrated. It got nerfed super hard. It's still super insanely good, guys. Alright. Again, playing with deeply rooted elements because you have a kind of a big chance to proc Ascendance, and when it does, man, it pumps some solid freaking damage. Okay, main difference again from the other build. Now we're playing with Surge of Power. There's another difference. We're actually playing with Ancient Fellowship. Okay, keep in mind with very high haste, this passive ability is way better than Latent Wisdom, okay? Way better. It's literally it. Like, pretty much nothing has changed since the last time that I made a best build video, except we're not playing with those 3 passives right there, okay? So, let's go over the best PvP talents, okay? So, best in slot, you need Static Field Totem. It is absolutely godly, and solo queue RPGs, it's insane. It's insane, dude. Alright, combined with Totemic Projection, it's just beautiful, okay? So best in slot, and then you're going to be playing with Totem of Wrath. Again, you never want to spec out of that PvP talent. It is best in slot. Every top player is playing that PvP talent. And then there's this one, which is more optional. It's called Shamanism, okay? You can actually switch Shamanism with Grounding Totem, depending if you're fighting tons of casters. And on top of that, if you're playing a lot of solo queue RPGs like me, what you want to keep in mind is you want to check your team comp when a match begins. And if nobody in your team can actually press Heroism, please don't play Shamanism, dude. You're literally nerfing your chances of winning that solo queue RPG. Okay, so if nobody in your team, there's no mage, nobody can press Heroism, don't play Shamanism. Play with Grounding Totem instead. Now that we talked about the very best talents, the best PvP talents, the best gear, the best stats, etc., let's jump straight into the full burst rotation, okay? I've installed an add-on right here, which shows the spells that I'm pressing in real time, so it's going to be way easier for you guys to know what spells are being pressed. So huge W for that add-on, guys. There's 3 rules when you want to burst as Shaman. The first one, always keep your Flame Shock active on as many targets as possible, including your main target. Alright. The second rule is always use your fire ally before flame shocking everyone, okay? Because if you don't, your flame shocks will last like 12 seconds instead of like 40 seconds. So very important. And then the third rule is we're playing with elemental equilibrium. And the full burst rotation, you should at least be pressing frost shock once, even if your Ice Fury does not proc. Alright, let's jump straight into it. Alright, so let's do it, boys. Fire ally is out. I'm gonna flame shock everything. Stormkeeper. Oh, 10 million DPS, dude. Let's go. And then we need to reflame shock everything if possible. Keep those flame shocks going, baby. Alright, so at this point, what we're doing is rebuilding our maelstrom for our next Primordial Wave. Okay, that's literally it, dude. Alright. We're gonna flame shock again. Then another Primordial Wave. We keep on those lava bursts. And then we kind of have nothing. Oh, we got one proc here. I'm going to use it. Earth shot, lava burst, etc. So pretty much what we're doing here. Again, we're going back into the rotation where we are waiting for Primordial Wave and our next Bloodlust with Shamanism PvP talent. Okay. So overall... Oh my gosh, dude. Ancestor is our top damage, boys. What have I told you guys? Ancestors, like that passive talent that I showed you guys, is way better with higher haste. It would even be like way higher if I had more haste, which I don't. So, Ancestor dealing 537k crits. That's pretty dumb. That's pretty dumb. That is awesome, man. That is so cool. Then Lava Burst hitting for 2 millions. That is without Saltwater Potion. That is without Zerker buff. That is without any modifier whatsoever. And on top of that, it has a chance to overload with your mastery. So your mastery is still a little bit important after all. And then you've got Lightning Bolt. Guys, Lightning Bolt hitting for 2.4 million, dude. That is insane. And on top of that, when you press Ascendance, it overloads. It overloads a couple of times. And with Surge of Power, if you guys know what Surge of Power does, when you press Earth Shock, your next Lightning Bolt is going to proc one more time. So this is the reason why it's super important to Earth Shock and then Lightning Bolt after. Okay, super important. Flame Shock dealing like between 100k damage and 327k. Not bad. You've got Chain Lightning from Greater Lightning Alley hitting between like 220k to 600k. That's kind of dumb. Earth Shock hitting for 1.5 million. Erupting Lava. There's like more damage on your Lava Burst. Your Lava Burst hitting for 2 million. And then your Erupting Lava hitting for 200k. So super good. And then you've got your Earth Shock Overload, which has a higher chance to proc whenever you proc Ascendance, like 500k around that mark. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please hit the like button, hit the bell button, very important, because if you don't, YouTube won't show you the next videos that I release almost weekly. And on top of that, if you could actually drop a comment down below asking me pretty much anything, a question, or maybe on which character I should be making a best build video on next. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you guys have a ton of fun with this build, and I wish you all an awesome rest of the day. Stay awesome, gentlemen. This was Clunky Doo.